Hello and welcome to our presentation on Dove chocolate. This was created by me, Cole Morgan, Ben Newman, Luke Wells, Jason Stapleton, and Mary Olson. And now we will begin.
The, cur- the current the current Dove chocolate campaign's target audience is for adult women. Its current official colors include white, brown, and light blue, but sometimes they change the light blue to a different color depending on the type of chocolate it is. The current font is cursive, graceful, elegant, and smooth. In Dove Chocolate's advertisements, it uses young women to show the target audience. The logo is very smooth, tranquil, and almost liquid. Some taglines used in Dove Chocolate's advertisements include "She's in business" and "The chocolate for the both of us." Now we're going to show you one of Dove Chocolate's advertisements.
Only a chocolate this pure can be this silky and make you savor, sigh, melt. Dove Pure Silk Chocolate, now with the tantalizing crunch of almond. My moment, my Dove.
Hit the escape key so it goes out of full screen.
Okay. Dove Chocolate's goal is to convince the target audience to buy Dove Chocolate, and the target audience is adult women. In their ads, Dove Chocolate shows the audience that Dove will make them happy, young, and pretty. They show this in their advertisements by using actresses with clear skin who look happy. Dove Chocolate indicates to the audience that their chocolate will be delicious. They use phrases such as tantalizing, melt, and savor. And when the woman starts smiling after she takes a bite into the chocolate. Okay. In the advertisement, Dove Chocolate uses ethos when showing the woman taking a bite out of the chocolate. This shows that people can eat the chocolate, making it somewhat reliable. Also, it shows the type of extra flavor or type of food being put into the chocolate so the audience knows about it, like the almonds we saw in the advertisement before. Also, the advertisement uses pathos when the woman smiles, giving off positivity, along with the word choice, which is very calming and relaxing. Lastly, the cloth looks smooth, just like the chocolate. There wasn't really any sort of pathos logo, used in this advertisement for Dove chocolate.
This ad it shows the process of making Dove chocolate, starting with the cocoa beans and ending with the product that you get in the store. The goal of this ad is to convince women to buy Dove chocolate by showing that Dove chocolate is a natural and delicious brand. The ad gives visuals of the cocoa beans used by Dove chocolate in their natural states as they are collected, fermented, and grinded, among other things. The process is portrayed as natural through phrases like manual harvesting, which brings to mind people handpicking crops with care. The ad also conveys that Dove chocolate tastes good through appealing words such as delicious, silky, and smooth. It also uses appealing visuals like smooth, liquid chocolate, which makes the viewer crave cocoa beans and chocolate. The ad uses ethos by being totally honest with the audience as it shows the process of making Dove chocolate. It thoroughly describes any step that is not self-explanatory, and it explains what those parts of the process do. Using the shaded part of the maps, the ad associates Dove chocolate's ingredients and making with Pennsylvania in the USA and Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire in Africa. The ad utilizes pathos through its word choice, using words like silky, delicious, and smooth, all of which are specifically used to make the audience desire Dove chocolate. This ad, like the previous ad, did not use any logos.
And this is our new campaign, Dove Chocolate, Take a Bite into Success. The new audience is businessmen. The colors of the logo are black, gray, and red, which is inspired by GMC, which is a well-known manly company. The font is blocky and printed, and tough, which is for businessmen. It appeals more to them. I chose the colors gray and black because that is typically what men go for rather than colors that are light and pretty like pink or purple. Specifically, the black background is there to emphasize the dove, so it gives more urgency to the letters. So they will look at our product and think, oh, I should buy this. Also, the shadows, you can't really see it on the slide, but there are shadows in the back that gives more urgency to the letters as well. Because typically when you're trying to get something done, you try to get it done quickly. The V is shaped like a check mark because when people get something done, you can put a check mark by it to signify that you are done with what you were doing. And the tagline, so you can't really see it on the slide, there's a bold black line under it to signify that it is emphasized. So people will look at it and think, oh, I should eat their chocolate so I can be successful.
Okay, this is our print ad, so just take it in for a second. Okay, so the content of the print ad shows two people shaking hands and securing some sort of a business deal. As you can see, the man on the left is taller and more intimidating looking, while the man on the right is smiling while holding some Dove chocolate in his hand. It also has a business environment with a graph in the background, and they're all wearing business suits. And the interpretation of this is that this businessman on the right was having trouble making a deal, but his Dove chocolate helped him to pull through and was the reason for his success. This is also emphasized by the catchphrase, Dove getting the deal done, which helps show the audience what is happening in the ad. Some ethos, pathos, and logos was used in the ad. So for ethos, it shows the target audience of businessmen in the print ad, and it also shows that business environment. And in addition to that, in the top right corner, there is a logo that shows that the milk in Dove chocolate is natural, which gives more reliability to the chocolate and the brand itself. Pathos is the person that was holding the chocolate is smiling, which gives a positive connotation to the chocolate in general. And logos, it uses a graph in the background that has statistics that show success because it has a positive trend.
All right, then we can go to social media. Okay, so as you can see, our social media is Dove Chocolate on Twitter. Ben, can you scroll all the way to the top? Our profile picture is our logo, just to get our brand out there, and scroll all the way to the bottom. And our tweets are, as you can see, very positive. Success and confidence, respect, positive words in the business world are used. We have some holiday tweets, and of course the work environment, which shows our target audience. And then here's our product, and then scroll up again. Here's an organization that our company has partnered with to get sustainable chocolate, and then scroll up. And then this is a graph that shows the correlation between Dove chocolate consumption and productivity in the workplace. And then another holiday well wishes. And at the top we mentioned that our parent company also produces well-known candies such as Twix, Starburst, and Snickers. And that's Mars Incorporated. Okay, can you go to the slideshow? Can you go back to the last slide? Okay, so the goal of our social media was we're trying to connect with the target audience through holiday posts, fun facts, as well as show off our products. Figuratively, we hint that Dove is helpful at work and is trustworthy because we have a graph that shows we're productive, or our product makes people productive, and we are related to well-known brands. Next slide. Our ethos, pathos, and logos. Our ethos is that the organization Cocoa Life we partner with to get sustainable chocolate is trustworthy, as well as we are partnered with, our company also makes well-known candies like Twix, Snickers, and Skittles. Pathos is we have pictures of work environments and success, like through the handshakes and by people smiling at work, as well as encouraging tweets to get work done and power through, as well as endorsing our product, as well as spreading holiday cheer through our several holiday posts. Our logos is we have a graph that shows productivity in the workplace as relating to consumption of Dove chocolate, and that just puts numbers to how successful our product is at helping people get work done. And then finally, we put our brand and our tagline all over our social media just to get people familiar and comfortable with our product so that they will feel comfortable going to the store and say, oh, I know that brand, I can buy that.
Dang it, this presentation was due today, and you have nothing done.
Hey guys, I just got back from school. How's it going?
It's awful, we've got nothing.
Well, I do. That's some Dove chocolate. Want to take a bite?
Sure. I got an idea. So, what if we change the car body to be different? And then we can press the area, take it out by the headlights, and we can improve the air banners.
This can really work.
And then we can change the font on the sides to make more appealing to the audience. And like, this is gonna work. This has been great. All right.
Dove chocolate. Take a bite into success.
Okay, so the goal of this commercial was to show the businessmen that Dove chocolate will make them more productive and lead them to success with what they are doing. So in the beginning, it shows the men not being able to do what they want to do and finish what their project is. But once one of the businessmen walks in with Dove chocolate and the other one eats it, they get ideas and they know what they're doing and they get their presentation done. The interpretation is they become more productive after they eat our product, which is Dove chocolate. Ethos. The target audience is shown in the ad, so anyone that is watching it, like the businessman, will think, oh, well, maybe if I go and eat this chocolate, then maybe I will be successful as well. And the manly voice states at the end our tagline, which is assumed to be said by a businessman. There is no logos used in this ad, but for Pathos, in the beginning, it shows them very frustrated because they cannot get any work done. So it shows a frustrated tone. But once the one man brings in the Dove chocolate, they eat it and they become very successful and they have smiles on their face and they become productive and they can get their work done, which shows a very successful tone to the video. And the inspirational music also comes on to show that they are getting work done and they're successful. And the picture where the men are standing at the end very confidently shows that they got their work done and they used our products with it.
In conclusion, the new Dove chocolate caters to the new target audience of businessmen. It is more persuasive than the original Dove campaign because it deals with a narrower target audience and uses ethos, pathos, and logos heavily in order to persuade the new target audience, in addition to using a consistent message and logo that gets customers comfortable and familiar with the brand.
Thank you for coming to our presentation.